to Big Bossman College Basketball Show. Today we're going to go through the Bracketbusters, the big matchups coming up this weekend. I'm here with Cletus.
How y'all doing today?
And to start, we have St. Mary's representing the West Coast Conference against Murray State from the Ohio Valley Conference. This is a big game for St. Mary's because the last 2 years they have lost this game, and it's cost them going to the NCAA tournament because they were unable to win their West Coast Conference tournament, as Gonzaga was the team that went to the tournament instead of St. Mary's. So I have St. Mary's winning this game because of Matthew Devanova and Rob Jones, the senior. I feel they can go in there and take care of business.
Well, for me, I think nothing's going to change. I think St. Mary's is going to blow this game. I think Murray State's a better team. Murray State's playing at home. And, Murray State has some things to lose, in my opinion, also. Although they've only lost one game, but they want to keep that momentum going. So I have Murray State winning that game.
And Murray State did advance in the tournament to the Sweet 16 last year.
Yes. They have a history of getting to the tournament and doing well. So I think they win that game.
Well, they're going to need a big game from Isaiah Sutton to get it done.
I agree.
And St. Mary's also has the front court play. They have a freshman that is averaging a double-double this year.
See, that's the big thing, though. Freshmen, they have a young team with responsibilities that might be too big for them to handle.
Well, he's been able to handle it in the West Coast Conference, so we'll see how he does in the Ohio Valley Conference this weekend.
We'll see, BBB.
All right, we got Northern Iowa versus Virginia Commonwealth. Northern Iowa is from the Missouri Valley Conference, and VCU is from the Colonial. And I go with Virginia Commonwealth just because their coach, they've been there before, they've won big games before. They made it to the Elite Eight last year in college basketball tournament.
I agree with you. I think VCU is going to handle this game with no problems. They have a lot of responsibilities as far as winning games of this nature, so should be no problem. And they know what's on the line too.
They also upset Kansas last year, the #1 team in the country.
That was a big game. I almost cried because I did not want VCU to win, but they're a good team.
And then the third game we have is Valparaiso against Loyola Marymount. Valparaiso is from the Horizon League, and Loyola Marymount's the West Coast Conference. Loyola Marymount is led by, they have 2 tall guards that are long in length, and they have one guy that could be an NBA player, Drew Vinny. I see Loyola taking care of business, no problem, and sending Valpo back to Indiana.
Funny you mentioned the state of Indiana. That's where I'm from. And I'm going for Valpo. For one thing, they know how important this game is. They have 3 more games left, and they have to, every game counts in order for them to get to the tournament. Although I do believe they'll win the Horizon tournament, I think they win this game too. What's the guy's name? Ryan Brockhoff. He's actually from Australia, and he's their great forward. He rebounds, he scores. He's going to be important to this game. So I think they win this game. Hands
well,
down.
he can definitely do it all, and they beat Detroit twice this year already.
Yes, they did.
And that Horizon League is going to be an interesting tournament.
Yes, it will.
All right, we got Wichita State, Missouri Valley Conference versus Davidson from the Southern Conference. Wow, Wichita State, they just went into Creighton and beat them by 21, and now they're going to Davidson the next weekend. Davidson's pretty much a no-name team since Del Curry's kid left a couple of years ago. And upset Wisconsin, got pretty far in the tournament.
Okay.
This is a tough game. I have to go with the home team here because Davidson's done it before also. And Wichita State, they're like the new kid on the block.
Right. Well, let's remember, though, Curry is not there. I got Wichita State. I think they're going to just ride their momentum and win the game. Who is Davidson? Without Curry.
Well, they're
I
still
got
getting it
Wichita
done.
State. Well, they're getting it done.
And that coach hasn't left yet.
He's still
So
there.
they're making it happen still. The next game we have is Akron versus Oral Roberts. Akron being the best team in the MAC this season, and Oral Roberts is the top team in the Summit. Akron has a senior-laden team, and they're going to go in there and take care of business in Oklahoma.
I agree with you. I think Akron is, they have a lot of experience. They know what they need to do. They know how important this game is also. Although, Oral Roberts is a tough team, though. But I think Akron wins this game. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Akron also.
And another interesting game we have this weekend is Nevada traveling to Iona. And Iona's in New York, and they have a couple good players. They have Bachardo, who can dish with anybody in the nation, and they picked up Momo Jones from Arizona.
Excellent pickup.
He was allowed to get the NCAA hardship because his grandma was sick. And if you remember Momo Jones from last year, he's the guy that gave Kentucky all kinds of problems along with Derek Williams.
They couldn't guard him. They could not guard him.
Nevada is an extremely tall team. They're young, but Iona's going to get it done. They're at home.
I agree. I think Nevada has been so inconsistent this year. And I just think Iona, they have a lot of experience. They also know what they need to do, and they're at home. So I give them the win in that particular game.
Yeah, Nevada only has 4 losses this year, and they lead the WAC.
I still think they're consistent. The WAC?
Yep. And another very good matchup is Long Beach State versus Creighton. Long Beach State representing the Big West, and Long Beach State has gone on the road and played anybody. They played Kentucky last year also. Creighton has one of the best players in college basketball, Craig McDermott. I'm taking Long Beach State. T.J. Robinson and Casper Ware are just too much for Creighton.
Great duo. I'm taking them too. Long Beach State has had a very, very good year, and I don't see that stopping now. I think they win this game.
An extra bonus game we have, since we're in Detroit, we got James Madison versus Detroit. Detroit has won 4 in a row, led by, of course, by Ray McCallum, McDonald's All-American. Detroit should take care of business easily. They just have too much for James Madison.
Yeah, I agree. Ray McCallum, he is the coach's son, so he knows how to run the team. He's an excellent guard. I think they take this game too. They play very well at home.
And he's a sophomore. He's starting to learn to do more things.
Right.
And even though he doesn't score sometimes, he does little things like rebound and get some assists here and there. And he's making his free throws too.
Looks just like his daddy.
Okay. We have another good game in the Mountain West Conference this weekend. It features UNLV versus New Mexico. Again, a bunch of transfer kids. Chase Stanbeck from UCLA plays on UNLV now, and Mike Moser has had an unbelievable year for UNLV. He averages double-double also. Against New Mexico, possibly the best player in the Mountain West Conference, Drew Gordon, who is also a transfer from UCLA.
What you got?
I have to go with New Mexico because they're at home. Alfred's the man at home. He gets it done. Alfred's the coach of New Mexico.
Right. Yeah. I like Steve Alfred. He's Indiana. He played for Indiana. But I have to go with UNLV. They've had a tremendous year. I know you remember that upset against North Carolina.
Yeah, around Christmas time.
Yeah. They played well as a team, and I don't see them losing this game. No way. So I do have UNLV running Rebels.
Okay. So we'll see how those picks go.
You know who's going to be right.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll be back next week with more college basketball.